Hey everyone, welcome back to another cut of with Chris. Going for my head shave now. I've got 7 days growth I think on my head. I'm going to be using the exact same setup I just used on my face shave. Same brush, same soap, same cream and same razor with the same blade. So the brush, or should I say I'll start with the cream. The cream is Castle Forbes Lime Essential Oil. It worked phenomenally well in my face shave today. With the slickness and everything. I did it differently to how I've ever lathered this before, by just taking a scoop out and rubbing it all over my face and then blathering with the brush and then boom, great shave. Slickness was incredible. Best I've ever had from this cream. It was almost as good, or in fact it was as good as most artisan soaps that I've used. So all I'm going to do is wet my head. Now this is going to be a challenge for the brush because a good dollop of cream. So I've put way more on there than what you really need, but as the stallion says, what's the point in pissing about? Just get a shit ton on there, have the shave that you want, move on. I've got enough shit that I can use for the rest of my life, so no doubt I'll add a lot more, hopefully, at some stage. But let's see how we go. The brush I've already dried out and cleaned, so I'm just re-dipping it again because it's still a bit wet from the previous shave. Is the silver tip badger from West Coast Shaving. This is with a tie-dye colour and 24mm silver tip. It's just phenomenal. You can see the tips on it now, it's starting to go. So let's get straight into the lather. See how this lathers on a head shave. I haven't done a head shave with it. So it'll be interesting to see how the brush performs. And it'll be interesting to see how you guys find this new camera angle. Whether you find it any better. Right, let's do the tips a bit and get some water in here, it's a bit dry. I don't know if you guys can see, well you can't see that. The brush just doesn't seem to suck the lather into the knot, it seems to keep hitting the tips. It's a pretty dense knot as well, which surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be a dense knot at all. I was expecting it to be quite flimsy, floppy, cheaper quality, you know, but it doesn't feel like that at all. It's maybe not the best knot for head lathering, but it does feel lovely. Just needing a lot of water. Loads of water. I put so much cream on. Starting to come good now. It's killing my shoulder though, that's for sure. Having to really work with this. I mean, that's my fault for putting far too much cream on really, but like I say, it's all about getting the best shave you can with no hassle. So I've got Gil with me today. Gil's down below here shaving. I can't remember what it is he's using. I think he's using SMG Hot Apple Pie. Gil's just recently won a raffle as well, I think it was. Got one of my vase packages. Right, Razor Rock Wunderbar, top slant, feather blade, sort of second use. I used it for my face shave only moments ago. I'm going to use this now. So with the grain, because I've got so many days growth, I haven't used a feather in the Wunderbar in ages. Now one thing's for sure, there's definite slickness there, which is great. Because I really need slickness for my head shaves. Right, now behind my ears, got to come against the grain. It doesn't guarantee that I don't cut myself. It gives me a much better chance of not cutting myself. For some reason, with the grain behind my ears, I cut myself pretty much every time. I don't know why. Here we go again. So with the grain, round the back here. And this is just chewing through the hair. You can actually see how long that hair is in there. It's always a light touch. Fix my mirror just a little bit. I think it's that way it needs to go. No, other way. No, that's much better. This lather has really blown me away with this technique of doing it. With actually rubbing it all over and then lathering with the brush afterwards. And the fact I'm getting this lather out of a natural hairbrush, I mean you can see how thick that is. Makes it all the more impressive to me that I'm using a natural hairbrush to do it. I'm not sure whether I cut myself there. I think it was just pulling against such thick hair against the grain. I mean, you can see that's just chewing through the hair. So efficient, this razor. It's as efficient as my R41 was, but way less aggressive. I mean, this is so smooth right now, I could probably just go directly against the grain, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna enjoy the shave. I have my usual 3 passes. I think Gil's having a go at someone here, I don't know what he's talking about. This sink is chockers full of hair. Yeah, so there's still a fair bit of hair on there, but I'll get rid of it with this pass. Or most of it, not all of it, but most of it. Hoping the brush can create enough lather for me. And I would say that it's doing a grand job of it. Right, pass number 2 against the grain with the Castle Phobes Lime Essential Oil, the Wunderbar with the second use feather blade, which feels buttery smooth. Still got to be careful, it's still a very efficient razor blade paired up with a very efficient razor. But I will reiterate that this is not an aggressive razor for me. It's not aggressive at all. Hello. I don't know who the hell that is. Samsung. Makes some stupid noises, Samsung.
That's why I have George
Doing a great job. Probably need to watch this one back from Gil. It sounds like he's had a bad experience with someone by the sound of things. Sounds like it might have been a brush. Sounds like he's talking about a coin. He doesn't sound like a happy chappy. And again, I could be totally wrong. He might be singing someone's praises and I'm misreading it. Second pass done, and it feels pretty good. There's still a bit of hair on there, not much. We should get that on the third pass, the sort of final pass with pickups. Let's see how this lathers for a third time. It feels like there's soap in the brush, it feels like there's plenty of soap in the knot. But whether there is or not is a total different story. it surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get so much out of it. I know there's a lot of you guys out there use natural hair brushes all the time, and you probably get your technique down pat and how much stuff to actually load into it. But I loaded a lot of soap into this brush today, or a lot of cream on my head, and I've got just enough, I think, just enough to finish off this final sort of touch-up pass. Very, very thin lather here, but it's more slickness I'm looking for this stage of the shave. And this very thin lather is giving me that, it's giving me great slickness. I feel pretty confident that I can continue shaving with this. Fingers crossed, with no cuts. So what I'm doing now is just my touch-ups, sort of. If you guys didn't catch my face shave, I spoke about the fact that my den is pretty much void of new products, apart from tobacco, which I picked up yesterday. I might have another soap or two somewhere, but I've pretty much been through everything. I'm just going to put a bit of water on and just add a little bit more of this lather in the brush, which isn't, there's not much left in the brush, but just add a little bit. It's just dried up a little bit on me, the slickness. As you can see, there's literally nothing left in the brush now, but there'll be enough on here just to give me a bit of glide, just for this final pickup. So, I don't know, I'll probably continue the channel, I think. Just going through some of the older products which I haven't used for a while. Some of the warmer weather was supposed to be on its way ages ago, but it's slowly coming. So just be interesting to get some feedback from you guys as to what you think. Do you come here for new products? Do you come here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Back in a second. Right, let's get the shave finished. The aircon was leaking, so I've just had to turn that off and put a towel under the leak. The joys. Right, let's just give this another rub over my head. Like I say, there's nothing in it now. Just literally a residue, I suppose you would call it. Yeah, it sounds like Gil sent a brush to, or sent a coin to someone to make a brush, and for whatever reason something's happened and the brush isn't being made, and the customer service has been pretty average, but he wants his coin back and he's having a bit of difficulty getting it. Now, I'm sort of one for not bad mouthing other companies. But on the other hand, if the customer service is awful and they've screwed you over, or something's happened, then everyone's got a right to know, in my opinion, because if you don't let people know, the next bloke that comes along, that's in the exact same position as you, wants a coin on his handle, wants the same thing, gets the exact same experience. Because customer service generally, once it's identified as being poor, stays the same. And as you can see, this Castle Phobes has got lovely slickness, residual slickness. Jesus, it's on to Gil's second video here. And the lather he's made is an absolute beast. It looks like he's using the General, the Colonial General. It's definitely a single edge artist club blade that he's using, that I can see. You see how long I have to spend? Even with an efficient razor, with an efficient blade, to get BBS. Compared to what the head blade does. The head blade, boom, 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 done. 7 minutes, full BBS. That's as close. It's as close. In fact, it's not as close, it's closer than my DE head shaves. Oh. Now, I'm pretty sure that I am nick, cut and bump free. I feel irritation free, feels silky smooth, feels moisturised. Oh, it feels great. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wash my face again, just wet my face again. take off the balm from before. And then just reapply everywhere. Just because I can. Humphreys original, and I've got lime essential oil in here to go with the lime. I was actually really trying to get rid of the smell of the smoky bacon. Right, well that's drying out. Can give the brush a good clean out again. There's actually literally no soap left in this brush. It's wet bone dry pretty much. Definitely no nicks, cuts, weepers, bumps, nothing at all on any of the shades face or head using the Wunderbar today. Just efficiency and smoothness. Castle Phobes, lime essential oil, phenomenal scent, just pure citrus, pure lime, and slickness and protection and cushion, everything was great today. Even, it's a bit odd, I've never noticed that before, but quite dark red there. Yeah, it's the best experience I've had with that cream so far. It was slick, protective, cushiony, just lovely, really nice. I'm starting to get these bloody lines now from wearing glasses. I'm going to have to get my eyes sorted. I can't be dealing with that. I can't be looking like Christopher David Bailey with big freaking indents in your eggs. Your glasses are too small for your big head. Can't be dealing with that, no way. Lovely. Right, so the brush was the West Coast Shaving. Tie-dye is the colour. It's the latest range, 24mm silver tip badger. Oh, it's just actually smelling pretty good now. It was pretty funky when I got it, but it smells good now. Then the razor was the Razor Rock Wunderbar Torque Slant. Brand new feather blade in it today for my face shave, and then finished off my head shave with it. And it was lovely and smooth, really, really smooth on my head today. I've got a great shave. I've got no nicks, cuts, weepers, nothing. Humphreys original with the lime essential oil in there for a bit of scent, because the smell of it's just rank rotten. It's literally to me like smoky bacon, which I really don't like putting on my skin. Finishing off with Castle Phobes lime essential oil shaving post shave balm, and this stuff just smells incredible. Far better than what the soap does, and the soap smells amazing. So I'm just going to put that all over again. I mean, I'm BBS, there's nothing on my head now, but it's taking me a lot longer to get there, a lot longer. And I haven't done too much talking today. Manchester United got pumped yesterday in the football and the soccer, and it really affects my mood, so this has cheered me up a bit though. Anyway guys, that's me done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed that. It was long, laborious, but very enjoyable for me. You may have got something from it. Well, I hope so anyway. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. And I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.